Hey my scrappy friends, welcome to the Clique Kits channel today. I am using some of the Malibu Main Kit, which features the Summer Lights collection by Pink Paislee. It is super summery and fun, and I have this photo of a donut that I got in, actually this is not a summer photo, but I got this in June, the beginning of June, so it was near the end of April. Right, the beginning of June, at one of the local donut shops here in Washington. There's donut shops all over, and they're custom donuts, unlike other places that I've lived, like in New York where I grew up. Dunkin' Donuts was the big place that you would go to get donuts, and there weren't really that many custom places to get donuts. Like more, I don't want to say mom and shop places, because this isn't really a mom and shop place either, but just donut, like more homemade donuts than you get like you get more box places. When I was older, we ended up getting a Krispy Kreme in one of the bigger cities near where I lived, which was like an hour away. And we got that when I was older. But anyway, so here in Washington, donut stores are way different, and it's really fun because you get these really cool donuts like this one, which is the unicorn donut, and it was just, so much fun, and the colors were perfect to go with this collection. So I'm just working on my layers, and I want to use that striped paper for the background, and I'm going to use a doily. That's the one thing from the kit that I added. So there's I did pull that from my stash, and you can see I have a bowl of die cuts, and I have some of the specialty paper cut out. I have some ideas for it, but this one I was thinking I would use some blocks. So I'm just kind of winging it, which is how I do a lot of my layouts. I don't plan them. I just let them go where they want to go. Every once in a while I have a plan before I start, so I shouldn't say that all the time. So I was thinking about that dot paper because it's really pretty, and using it as a stripe, right? Yeah, on the paper. So I'll have it going horizontal, and then vertical I'll have it going vertical, and then I'll have the photos going more horizontal. So I'm kind of making like an L shape design because, what do you do, right? You have go-to designs. And I decided to add some ink around some of my layers because a lot of these colors are really similar, and they're so pretty, and they work really good for layers, but they don't pop out against each other. And that blue paper that I'm using right behind the photo right now, it works awesome, but that other paper behind it has some of the same colors on half of it. So I was worried that you wouldn't be able to see it, which is also why I have this dot paper. And I'm just kind of playing around with some of those squares because I'm not exactly sure how I want to use them. Do I want them going all the way down that strip? Do I not? I don't know. So I'm building my layers because I don't know. And this is what I do. I work on something else while I'm thinking about what I want to do. And I just kind of play around with this because, like I said, some of the colors were similar. So I put that doily down in the bottom where the blue is the same shade in the same area because it really was hard to see. And I'm going to stamp on my photo because in the store there is a cookie, like a macaroon cookie stamp from Clique Kits. And it has like some macaroons and has some hearts and some other sentiments. And one says, "Life is sweet, have a treat." And this is perfect. And so I used some chalk inks that I actually bought in the store like a long time ago. So they're not there anymore, but they're from Color Box, and they're all these different colors. So I layered the colors. I used some light teal and some dark aqua teal color, and then like a purpley color, and And then that's going to match the collection. It's going to match the photo. And I did it on the white part of the unicorn horn on that donut so that you can see it. A little bit of it goes onto the actual donut, but that's, so it's a little bit harder, but that's okay. So I'm playing around with these frames. I really wanted to use that because I wanted the corner of that heart to stick out onto something, but I just couldn't get it to work. And I really like that fun piece. And so this is where I start thinking about how I'm going to put these. And I decide that I like the 3 right next to that photo, and then this other one I want to stick on the side. And I think I'm thinking about right there, but I'm also thinking about how I need something to cover to go on part of that doily, because I'm not sure I like it all the way just sticking out. I just want a bit of it to stick out, right? But there's so many cute pieces, but I don't know. I was finding it hard to layer them the way that I thought that it would work. So it's just going to be a little bit. I'm going to fool around with some other stuff. I pull out that Yay flare from the kit, and then I'm sprinkling some sequins. And I just kind of want the sequins to go out from the photo, just kind of up. It's not really in the direction that the paper is flowing, but because of the direction in which the sequins were going on my photo, because there's sequins on the photo. And so yeah. And then I pulled out this Give Me Sugar blurb. And so I'm pulling out some of the printables that Miriam made for the main kit. And they're gorgeous. I love them. I love her designing skills. They're so much fun. So there's this eye and one that says fun, and I'm going to bring in some other ones too, and some other circle elements as we get going. But I like how it's starting. So I will say I didn't show me gluing down every single sequin. I just tossed them down and then I went back and I glued them. Sometimes I show me doing it, but I did it a little bit different, and that's how I kind of used to do it. I would just like scatter them, and wherever they fell, I would glue them down. And sometimes that adds just a really fun texture and just a fun piece and element to the layout. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes you kind of gotta play around with it, but I liked how that worked for this. And so now you can see I added those sun circle piece. I cut that out, and I just use my one square punch, and it works really well. And I'm going to use the thickers from the kit, these holographic ones, not hologram, holographic. And oh yeah, and I will end up using some other alphas, some tile alphas from Pretty Little Studios. I forgot that I added that too. But I'm just going to layer some stickers because I really want... that one says follow your bliss. It was perfect. And I really just wanted to fill in some of the space there where that doily is, because it was really bare and I thought it needed some stuff. So between the printables that go with the kit and the stickers and the die cut pieces, it all just worked really well for me to cluster some of the circles together. And I used some of the emojis and stuff because, I mean, it was just fun. And this is just a fun layout. It doesn't have to be that the emojis mean anything as far as... So I know that a lot of people have problems with like using elements that, like emojis or something that doesn't make sense, because this layout isn't about emojis. But I like the donut, and that's why I picked a lot of the heart emojis and stuff. So sometimes you can use them just how you would use them in a conversation, or if you don't use them on your phones when you're making conversations, then you could just play around and just pretend that it's a smiley face, you know, just use it as another element. I mean, so... right? It's just a circle element. I think sometimes we have to go back to the basics and just remember the shape and use it as the shape form, right? So that would be my little tip of advice here for that kind of stuff. And I'm almost done. I keep this really just fun because this is just a fun photo. It's just a fun photo of a donut. I mean, really, there's nothing to it except for that we got donuts from the donut place that's close to our house, and it was amazing, and I'm gonna play with this tag. I actually cut it off because it was a banner tag. And I just play around with where I want it, but I end up leaving it down there. And I let it be a little off kilter, and I just put the date on there. And then I made sure that in the holographic tag that I added where the donuts were from, but I'll finish my journaling later. So here are some close-ups. Don't forget to go to the shop. I'll have links below so that you can find the printables and all. There's tons, there's extra sequins and flares in the store. And there's also some really fun new add-ons, like some shimmers and stuff that are going to be really fun to match with this kit. So I hope you guys have a great scrappy week, and I hope you guys check out the store. And there's a sale going on that if you buy a certain amount and you use a code, you can get free shipping, I think. So don't forget to check that out, and I will see you guys later. Bye.